Hi guys, I am in my happy place. Not that happy today, but I'm in my happy place, hoping for better. Listen, on the menu today is chicken and shrimp Alfredo with fettuccine noodles. Here I have got 4 quarts of water coming to the boil with about a couple tablespoons of salt. I am going to flash fry the chicken real quick. See, we're ready? And get that in there so that I can just add color, not cooking it completely. So I've probably got about 8 ounces of a chicken breast, boneless, skinless, and I cut it into what I consider to be bite-sized pieces. I simply seasoned it, guys, with my house seasoning, which you already know is just a combination of paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper. So I just want to do these in a single layer, get some color real fast, get them out of there, and put them to the side. So here we are, finishing up the absolute last batch of diced or cut up. It's not diced, it's bigger than a dice. This is a mouthfeel size of boneless skinless chicken breast. And so we're going for an Alfredo. I'm going to be putting that fettuccine into my boiling water. I want to show you what happens here. We build up some fond. Talked about that, which is according to most of the chefs I listen to, liquid gold. So you always want to make sure you take advantage of using it. Keep watching. Let's see what we do with that there. Alright guys, I am making a shrimp and chicken Alfredo. I'm using a fettuccine noodle. So in the pot, this is a cast iron pot, holds a lot of heat for a long time. I actually added some bacon, some real bacon. You see the fond we're developing there. I'm using a jar sauce today, so I want to enhance what that is and bring a little heart and soul into the jar sauce. I've got bacon and its drippings to begin that process of incorporating heart and soul into a jar sauce. Alright guys, we are going for shrimp and chicken fettuccine Alfredo today. So I'm actually about to prep some veg, and I thought it might be neat to show you some things that I've learned from watching way too many cooking channels, too many cooking shows. So listen, this is a bell pepper, very sharp knife. It's gonna take the top off, right? Then we're gonna take the bottom off. Sits flat, yes. All right. So then you're just gonna cut down one section here, and then open it up. And as you open that bell pepper, you should be able to clean it. And so instead of having 1,000 seeds and 1,000 pieces, I actually have one piece of bell pepper that clearly I need to get some spots out of, but still, I've made life a lot easier for myself. Just thought I'd show you some tricks. I learned it. So I want to show you how I've learned to cut an onion easier as well, just to make life a little bit easier. May as well share the things that you learned that made your life easier. So listen, I've got a half of an onion here that clearly I cut in half and I peeled. But if you notice, I left the root on, and so I learned that, like I said, from the chef. So I'm going to turn this toward myself, the root away from me, and I'm going to make long slit cuts in the onion from the root end all the way to the other end, but I have to leave a little portion so it doesn't completely come apart. That's why we left the root end intact. And I'm going to turn this again about a quarter of a turn, and watch. I'm taking the knife, and in 3 slices I'm going to cut through the bottom, through the middle, and through the top of this onion. Right? 3 slices. So now I want dice, and you should see dice. Oh, you see? I'm going to cut it the opposite way, but I'm going straight to a dice at that point. I don't necessarily need any finer of a dice. If you needed your dice to be finer than this, make your slits smaller, or simply do some of this when you're done. When this onion is too small to hold to continue to cut it the way you were cutting it, just lay it flat and then go for it. Right? I use all of it. I use the top, except for that. I use the top of the bell pepper. I use the whole thing. Because once you dice it, you can't tell what section it came from. And if I have to toss it, then it's wasted money. That's not going to happen. Alright, so I'm going to get my veg or aromatics into that pot. Come with me. So we've got everything in the pot. These are water-based vegetables. And what I'm doing, guys, is zhuzhing up, making a jar sauce more than, I'm just adding some heart and soul to a jar sauce. It's Sunday, about 4 o'clock, and I'd like to get dinner on the table. So I'm making a shrimp and chicken Alfredo with a fettuccine noodle. The water-based veg, it will start to get that fond up, and you want that. I'm not looking for any color. I'm just making these translucent because I don't want you to bite into anything. You know, I don't want you to bite into a crunch, but I want it to add flavor. Stick along for the ride, guys. So guys, here is the veg. I did turn it up because off camera, I added about 1/4 cup of wine to this mixture. Wine to conduct flavor. It is an excellent flavor conductor. You have to be sure that you turn the heat up sky high so that you get none of the alcohol from a wine. But it is a conductor of flavor, meaning it intensifies everything you're doing. And so since I've got bacon grease, I've got my veg in here. This was fine from frying the chicken in here. You need to reduce the liquid in the pot by a minimum of 1/3, meaning you burned off the alcohol. And so that's what's happening here. You guys, I've been in the kitchen for less than 20 minutes. I've got the fettuccine on. And I believe I'll go al dente because I'm going to finish cooking in the sauce pot with the rest of the ingredients. And so, stick along. So I had some portobello mushrooms in the refrigerator, and rather than them just be there, I added them here. You guys, mushrooms can't be overcooked. So you can add them at any given point and know that they're very resilient and you'll be fine. I'm going to add the jar sauce shortly. This is a 30-minute meal. By the time I cook the veg, cut up and cook the veg, and brown off some chicken, my shrimp is going to go in raw, but everybody knows, you guys know, shrimp cooks. It cooks very quickly, so we're going to be in this kitchen. This is less than an hour. I'm going to say maybe a 40-minute meal max. Kind of cool. I should do a TV show. 40-minute meals. Hang out, guys. So I've added the jar sauce, and I tasted it for seasoning. I added a little bit of pepper. I'm going to put my noodles in now and see where we are for the amount of sauce that I have. So guys, I have my al dente Alfredo or fettuccine in here. I've got some sauce. I'm not sure if I'm going to need more sauce. Remember, I'm cooking with my heart today, not a recipe. I did add some of the starchy cooking water. I've been trained to hold some of that back so that if things get dry, you have an option that's better than water. I'm going to let this steam in this pot for a little bit. Let the noodles get completely cooked, and then I'm not even positive I'm going to add shrimp here. I'm not sure if they need to be in the mix, but we are going to put this lid on, and we are at a very low medium, and I'm going to wait for my noodles to get completely cooked and that broccoli to steam, and then we'll be back. So here we are, guys, with an almost complete dish. The shrimp have been added. I've added broccoli. Everything is in the pot with the exception of I am going to add some heavy cream and some extra Parmesan cheese off heat when this is completely done. I'll show you the completed dish. Alright guys, this dish is done. I have added about a teaspoon of fresh lemon zest and about as much lemon juice, and the dish is completely done. So plate it up. It should be salad, garlic bread, and chicken and shrimp Alfredo. So this dish is completely done, and I wanted to just share it with you. I did taste it. The lemon is coming through, completely brightening that dish up. It's really lovely. I think I used a pot that's a little too small. But other than that, we are good to go. Thanks for coming on the ride. Have a good Sunday, guys.